Hi guys! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, do you see anything different with me? You guessed it, I got new glasses. Well, they're not new, they're my backup pair. I have to change them because when I'm driving, my other ones are more reflective, so I can't see, especially when I'm coming home like around 5 o'clock uh, from class, and the sun is right there. Like, yeah, I'll give you an example. Like that. I have a table light. Jeez, okay. I have a table light. I would show you, but I can't. Because the camera's facing me, facing the wall, and it's behind the camera. You know? So, today, I'm going to be chatting about One Calls the Heart, Season 8, Episode 2, and my thoughts. So, in the background, I am playing my playlist on Spotify. It's called Spring Sleep 2021. There's like Paul Green, um, Puff the Magic Dragon, which is fun. 1,000 Years. I'm just listing off songs. Jack Wagner, Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond, Up on Cripple Creek. That's a fun song. I'll keep this playing. Can you guys hear me okay? I don't know if you can or not, so I have my headset on, so alright, I'll continue with the recap of season 8, episode 2. So we last left off. Was Lucas's mother comes to town, and Lucas gets her off the carriage. Stagecoach. And turns around, he sees Nathan and Elizabeth, Allie, and little Jack going to have dinner. After that happens, Elizabeth calls it off with Nathan, and then episode 2 starts. So I'm reading it off my phone because I'm playing music off my iPad. The recap of episode 2 is that the start of it, Lucas's mother tells Elizabeth why she's there in Hope Valley, not just to see her son, not just to see Elizabeth and tell her about her writing and try to fix it and stuff, but she's actually there because her husband left her. Now, she tells Elizabeth that in confidence because Lucas doesn't know. And that's like, whoa, big. So, but then Elizabeth tells Rosemary in confidence. So, because it's a battle between Lucas and Nathan. Triangle. It's like triangle. I don't like love triangles. It's too complicated. I was in one for a year and a half. A year, and then I broke off both relationships. So, one long distance and the one I was in school, high school, and then it just stopped. So, okay. So, hang on. Beaten down the hatches, Hardee's. A squall is coming in Hope Valley. That is true. That is true. Um, in the teaser, the oil rig, like, spoiler alert, catches on fire. I'm not laughing, it's just to see Lucas and Nathan and Bill and Henry and Hickam and I think Fiona's in there too in that scene, and they're like pushing the thing to stop it. I'm like, okay. Uh, Elizabeth is unex un oh, is thrown off course by the unexpected arrival of Lucas's mother. Uh, and then beginning the scene, Lucas goes to his mother and see if she's okay. And then he leaves and he asks Elizabeth to go see his mother. And she brings his mother a basket of muffins. Helen declares that she's undisciplined, that Elizabeth's undisciplined about her writing, and she took way too much time with writing, and because Elizabeth wanted to spend time with her son and her students. So, uh, she's also unimpressed with Elizabeth. Explains that she isn't going to give up her life for writing. That's true. She came to Hope Valley to be a teacher and then to raise her son. And then it continues. However, once a budding author and stern editor starts to review her manuscripts, things thaw a bit. They get friendly, and then Helen confesses what really happened behind her unannounced visit to Hope Valley. Her husband has left her, but Helen hasn't told Lucas yet. She swears Elizabeth to secrecy, putting her in an awkward position. Putting Elizabeth in a awkward position. Helen also quickly figures out that both her son and Nathan are interested in Elizabeth. It's not clear how long she'll be sticking around, but perhaps she'll push Lucas to make a more decisive move to win over Elizabeth. That might happen in episode 3 and 4, because if you saw in the teaser sneak peek, Elizabeth chooses to go to Lucas. She completely blows Nathan off. Okay, continuing with the story. We meet a new we also meet Joseph Canfield, who arrives in Hope Valley after his car runs out of gas. Joseph immediately takes. Wait. Joseph is immediately taken with the town and its friendly inhabitants. He decides it's the perfect time and place to settle down with his family. Joseph expresses interest in taking over the shattered gas station and buys Henry Gowan's old cabin so he has a place to live. Presumably, we'll meet his wife Minnie and their kids next week, which is this coming Sunday, episode 3. In addition to the Canfields, to the cast, definitely seems to be part of a move toward more diverse programming on Hallmark Channel. Yes, we need more. I don't want to be racist, but black, brown, LGBTQ community. So, but they're getting there. They're getting there. I think one of their newest Christmas movies has a gay couple. It's fun. I think it's called The Christmas House. Comment down below if I'm right or wrong. And it's also nice to see a non-white family settling down in Hope Valley permanently. Meanwhile, the Enterprise Fiona opens the doors to her new barbershop, Nickels and Dimes. The name is supposed to be a pun on the name of her old boss, but no one really gets it. Her old boss was Nickels, and they pay nickels and dimes. She charges 35 cents. A big issue is that the Hope Valley menfolk aren't exactly lining up to get a haircut from a woman. But after some pushing, I'm going to say pushing because I can't read that word, from Clara and Faith, Jesse and Carson show up for trims. And Hickam is dared. Well, he has a bet with Jesse to get his haircut, and then Fiona cuts his ear, and then Hickam runs out of the barbershop right to Carson. So, and then Faith patches him up. Meanwhile, Lee is like, I'll get there. I think it comes up sometime down the road. Through the ladder does. Yeah, I already explained this. Okay. Oh. One Calls the Heart also teases a mystery involving Henry Gowan. Yeah. First, he approaches Lucas, proposing they team up again in the oil business, hinting that he'll do shady stuff again to make it a success. Yeah. Given how well that partnership worked out the first time around, Lucas is wise to hesitate. Yeah. Then, Gowan freaks out at poor Ned Yost, the mercantile owner, after a letter he sent is returned. Oof. The envelope has been opened, and Gowan accuses Ned of snooping. The understanding Ned is mortified by the accusation, and it seems likely that whoever received Gowan's letter read it and then returned it. But who could that be? There's a lot we don't know about Gowan's past, but perhaps he's trying to reconnect with someone important to him. Gowan's blood pressure is still high, sky high, and he seems to be facing his own mortality. There hasn't been a major character death in When Calls the Heart in some time, and Gowan's future looks grim, though odds are he'll stick around. Hope Valley needs at least one shady character after all. Yeah. The last character they kind of had to kill off because the guy didn't renew his contract was Mouthy Jack, Elizabeth's husband. I didn't really care for the last couple episodes of that season 5, and then season 6 happens, and I'm like, well, you got a baby, so that's good. Got a baby out of it, so not that. Well, that's the Christmas episode of season 6. We also get a little more flirtation between Bill and Molly. Molly spots Bill chatting with Helen Bouchard, which sparks her jealousy. Bill wants to talk about it, but Molly denies her interest in him. But she also says it would be nice to get to know him better. Seems that they lived in the same town for a couple years. Bill still has mixed feeling. He misread signals, and he's quite confused. So. And then it says, One Calls the Heart has teased a wedding this season. It seems like Carson and Faith were the obvious candidates to get hitched. But what if it could be Bill decides to settle down. Okay, that. Whoa, hold the phone. Carson and Faith, yes. But Bill, he's the bachelor. Him and Hickam are the bachelors. Team Hickam all the way. I'm not picking a side between Lucas or Nathan. Well, I'm not picking because of what happened at the end of this episode. So, I'm still gonna see where it goes. Most of this episode was light on Elizabeth, Lucas, and Nathan's love triangle drama, but that changed in a big way in the final few minutes. Now I'll get that after. I'll get this after this thought I have. Or what I'm about to say. Lee hurts his back. Joseph Canfield drives in the town the first time with a crate that Rosemary and Lee got sent home from South America. And Lee hurts his back. He's out for 2 days. Can't move. Well, he can move, but he's in lots of pain. So, and what's in the crate is a gaucho costume for little Jack and a lot of coffee. Rosemary is like, not happy. It's all coffee! 250 pounds! As he's pointing to little Jack. I could just see that. So, yeah. Okay, back to Lucas, Nathan, and Elizabeth. After early telling Elizabeth he was ready to settle down, Nathan happens. Wait, Nathan. Oh, wait, no, I should say. Bill has some land that he hasn't been using, and he was trying to sell it. No, he wants to. Back up. Nathan is about to adopt Allie. There is a processing of adopting Allie, his niece, and talks to Bill about that. And Bill's plans of like land is on his desk in his chambers. And Nathan asks Bill if he's willing to sell, and Bill says yes. Can you write out and see it? So Nathan goes off to see it, and then he comes back, and this is what happens. Nathan happens. Wait. After earlier telling Elizabeth he was ready to settle down, Nathan happens upon. Nathan is coming back into town and sees Elizabeth on the side of the lake, sitting with Jack's horse, Sergeant. He is eager to tell her all about the land he bought. He says that it's perfect for them. There's a fishing river, or there's a river where they can go fishing together. Him and Allie. Elizabeth launches into one of those awkward, "I like you, but not in that way" speeches. Yeah. She's trying to let Nathan down easy. You want more from me. You want more than I can give you, she says. Then the truth comes out. She can't handle losing him like she lost her husband, Jack. Which that's true. And then it gets a little heated. Nathan counters Elizabeth's objection, insisting he won't let anything happen to him, and even offers to quit the Mounties. I flipped at this point. But an emotional Elizabeth isn't having it. She knows she can't keep She knows that he can't keep those promises, and it wouldn't be fair to ask him to. So she gets on her horse, tries to leave, and then Nathan, who took an entire season to work up to asking her out to dinner, suddenly decides to confess forthright out front. Elizabeth, I love you. Or actually, he says, Elizabeth, I'm in love with you. Elizabeth, I love you. He says. Elizabeth is stunned, says nothing, and rides away. Mind blown. Now, when I was watching it the first time, I couldn't fathom what just happened, so I had to rewatch it because I have it on record. I recorded both episode 1 and episode 2, so I can watch it on right before the newest episode airs. So, or I can watch it anytime if I'm just curious. But now they're on YouTube, so I'll have to buy them. I think I'm gonna buy it season 8 on YouTube when episode 5 comes out, because then I know I can watch. Because I don't watch just one episode. I watch a whole bloody season in one sitting, and I have. So, and then it says, what to make of Nathan's declaration. Team Nathan fans will likely be thrilled he's finally opened up about his feelings, but it's possible he's coming out too strong. Yeah. Elizabeth might be denying her attraction to Nathan as a form of self-protection, but will his bold announcement leave that he loves her actually push her further away and into Lucas's arms? I can see that in a way. I mean, in the I mean, I can see that. In the teaser for episode 3, Elizabeth is talking to Rosemary. I don't know if she's walking or if she's in her house, but I think she's walking. Or she said, I don't know where they are. But they're talking, and... Or no, they're walking to the saloon. They're walking, and they're in front of the saloon. And Elizabeth and Rosemary are talking. Her back is to the saloon. And Rosemary's is facing the saloon door. So, they're talking and about how did you talk to Lucas? Have you seen him? What's going on with you and Nathan? And as they're talking about that, Lucas comes out of the saloon with a bunch of books, he's carrying them and they're up to his chin. He's holding them, both hands, chin. So, and it's awkward. Because Elizabeth she doesn't want to make a decision. It's really hard for her. But I think near the end, I think we're going to find out who she chooses. And hopefully, they say on the websites that I've been researching about the summaries and recaps, they say they have Elizabeth kisses someone. So, yeah, the first 2 episodes are kind of out there for my liking. I like how season 6 and season 7 were laid back a little bit, but more focused on Elizabeth's relationships along with Lee and Rosemary. Now, hopefully, we get to see a lot more Lee and Rosemary in their relationship, and hopefully adopting or having a kid of their own. That would be really fun to see. So that's it for the recap. for episode 2 of season 8 of One Calls the Heart. Please drop a like, subscribe, and please leave a comment saying hi, saying whatever. How the volume was. I know I don't have a lot of subscribers, but yeah. So, um, so excuse me. I'm drinking Monster iced tea and eating M&Ms. Everywhere. They went everywhere. Those are peanut, and then these are the Valentine's Day of the milk chocolate. So, I'm also doing homework. I just did my TCP/IP. Where's the stupid study guide? Midterm study guide. Um, Study guide, and I'm trying to figure out my Linux homework that's due on Sunday. I just got a notice from YouTube. Someone liked my comment. So I've been previously watching I think I said in the last video, last summary. I watch Paul Green a lot, and I listen to his music. And he has one Facebook Live, or no, he has 3 Facebook Lives with his castmates. Aaron Krakow, who plays Elizabeth, Chris McNally, Kevin McGarry, and Eva. I don't know what her last name is. She plays Clara. And then Andrea Brooks, who plays Faith. But the one episode in specific, or the one live in specific that he reposted to YouTube about 3 weeks ago almost, is with Chris McNally, who plays Lucas, Kevin McGarry, who plays Nathan, and then himself, Paul Green, who plays Carson, Dr. Carson Shepard. And they're like jamming. And the whole time, Chris is eating, and toward the end of it, he's playing with a fork. So, it's hysterical. It's bloody hysterical. And that was the comment. It's actually on my phone. Someone liked your comment. I commented on it. I have now watched that video 6 times since last posted. Love you guys. Chris is hysterical with the fork/spoon. One Calls the Heart is awesome. Love you guys. Wait. Hang on. Maybe I can read the comment. Love you guys' characters. Your harmonies are awesome. Need more of Kevin and Chris. Who commented? Oh, and then I said, I listened to this in the car while driving to and from college. Now I have listened to this like 5 times since my last comment. And then someone gave that a thumbs up. So. Yeah. They're all on Hallmark Channel. Paul Green's in a lot of Christmas movies. He's in... Sorry, I'm listening to Trouble by Ray Montagne. I don't know how to say it, but it's a really groovy song. I actually heard it first heard it from Paul, that video from Paul and Kevin and Chris. And then Andrew appears at the end because Paul has to go to work because he's still filming, because it's like the second to last day for him to be on set. So so I don't know what else to talk about. That's pretty much it. Oh, if you guys are up to date or watching WandaVision, it's intense. The last 2 episodes are intense, especially for me, because one of my favorite characters is Vision. Um, I won't get into that. I will not get into that, and I will not talk about the Mandalorian. Like, I think One Calls the Heart is enough for me for recaps / summaries on my end, but yeah. So I'll try and post next week a recap of season 8, episode 3 of One Calls the Heart. I had to take a day to write my thoughts and hopes down. So I'm also in the middle of midterms. So yeah. I have one more technically this week. And then two in week 10, and then 4 in week 14 / week 15, and then I'm done. I should be able to post more when I'm done with the semester. I am done the beginning of May, end of April. But I have to get a better setup for this. I have to get my own vlog camera and a mic, because I can't keep using this. This is my gaming headset. I use with my. I'll show you. It's right here. I was playing it before I started this. My Switch. And it has the Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard skin on it. It's the red and blue version. I got it last Christmas. 2 Christmases ago. 3. 2019. And